All right, so it's been about a minute since I put one of these together. Unfortunately, just one card to show tonight, but it's one I'm excited about having picked up because I was looking for it at the National a couple of weeks ago. This and one other, neither of which I could locate, at least in the grade or the eye appeal that I was looking for. So I walked out of there empty-handed, as a lot of you know. But Andrew Nuffsaid Cards, who's been a great help, he was a great help there, and now in getting this, he tipped me off that there was one in the current REA summer auction, and so I signed up, and yeah, it's my first ever auction win outside of eBay, and it is the 1951 Bowman Roy Campanella. Just a great looking card. See if I can, there you go. Really clean and great centering. I mean, it looks like it just came out of the pack. Now, there is some, slight staining on the back that I could care less about, and maybe that's why it's an 8 and not a 9, perhaps. But overall, super happy to find one that looks this good. And I got to tell you that buyer's premium is a new thing for me, and that was sort of a kick in the cubes. But this card doesn't come up all that often. It's certainly not in this grade and looking this well. So super excited to have picked this one up without a doubt. Get a real good close-up look there at the color, the image, the clarity. So 51 Bowman Roy Campanella. And, I may have another one of these in the not-too-distant future because there's a very strong possibility I'll be heading over to Suffern, New York for the big New York show next weekend, I believe it is. Used to be held in White Plains, which was like a lot closer to me. But now it's like across the Hudson River in Suffern. So I have some things in mind I'm looking for. And in fact, I've kind of made a shift in collecting focus. I've done this in the past, but this time I think I really freaking mean it. And it all has to kind of do with this guy right here. Now, just for the record, I only have about $240 into this card, okay? So, but I mean, it's just a damn shame that these talented players just screw their life up with, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm just not into the prospecting or even some of these newer players really starting to wane a little bit my interest. Part of it was I was going to buy some of these cards, so and the expectation, maybe my son in a few years wants to get into collecting. He kind of already has some of these, as a backbone of his collection as he gets started. But I think going forward, I'm going to focus on the vintage stuff. Stuff like this Campanella. This was the first of 3 MVPs that he won, I believe, as a Dodger. Now, it's not a rookie card. I just really like the way this card looks, which is what drew me to it. The other card I'm looking for is a 34-35 Diamond Stars Jimmy Fox, also in a nice high grade. PSA 8 would be something I'd be looking for there. And then, beyond that, I'm starting to look at some Sport King stuff, like a Jim Thorpe, Lefty Grove, maybe a Gaudy, and also representative examples from other vintage or pre-war sets that I don't have any cards of in my collection currently. Crackerjack comes to mind. One card in particular I'd really like, and I'm disappointed I missed out, Walter Johnson. And I'm talking low grade. I'm talking like PSA 1, for that kind of stuff. So, but as long as it looks really good, let's get Tatis out of there. But that's kind of like where it's heading. So if I have any luck next week, if I go, and I'm probably going, looking for some vintage, then I'll be able to roll out another one of these Friday Night Vintage episodes. But again, just the one card here, my first Robert Edwards auction win. And one last look at the Roy Campanella. Get that into focus. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.